Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to talk about a superfood called Brazil nuts, which can boost your thyroid health. In this video, I'm going to talk about all the benefits of Brazil nuts, the right way of eating Brazil nuts, and some precautions that you need to take before you start eating them. Hello everyone, I am Dr. Anshul Gupta. I am a functional medicine expert. I help people reverse their thyroid conditions by making personalized functional medicine plans. So let's talk about Brazil nuts. So Brazil nuts are the nuts which actually comes from Amazon rainforest area. But recently they have become very popular world over and they're easily available in each and every corner of the world. The reason being they are super food for thyroid health. And let's talk about all the benefits that Brazil nuts can give your thyroid. So the number one benefit of Brazil nuts for your thyroid is that they have high amount of selenium in them. Now, selenium is an important mineral which supports your thyroid health. The two ways selenium helps your thyroid health is that the number one way is that selenium is an antioxidant in your thyroid. So that means it reduces inflammation and it safeguards the thyroid health when it is making thyroid hormone. So that's very important. The second thing is that selenium helps in thyroid hormone production. So selenium is a part of different enzymes which are required in the thyroid hormone production as well as of conversion of thyroid hormones. So your thyroid produces this thyroid hormone called T4, which is the inactive thyroid hormone. It needs to be converted into the T3, which is the active form of thyroid hormone. And selenium is an important mineral which is needed for this conversion. Several people are taking medications called levothyroxine or Tyronorm, which is the T4 medicine, and they're not feeling good. The reason being their body is deficient in selenium and that medicine is not being converted to the active form of thyroid hormone called T3. So that's the reason it can help both in natural conversion of T3 as well as also the medicine conversion of T4 to T3. So that's the way selenium can be very, very important for thyroid health. And obviously, Brazil nuts is the best source of selenium. One Brazil nut can give you between 70 to 90 micrograms of selenium. So that's the first benefit that Brazil nut gives. Now, the second benefit is that along with selenium, Brazil nut has other minerals in them too. Like they have some copper, they have some magnesium, and they have some zinc also. And all of these three minerals again support your thyroid health by supporting different processes which are involved in thyroid hormone production as well as utilization of thyroid hormone in your body. The third benefit of Brazil nuts is that it can support your brain health. Several people with thyroid disorders have issues with brain fog, or they're not able to concentrate, or they have mood changes like anxiety or depression, and Brazil nuts can be helpful. Especially Brazil nuts have two vitamins. One is B vitamin called thiamine, and the other one is vitamin E. Both of these vitamins are needed for proper brain functioning, and that's the reason Brazil nuts can support your brain health. The third way Brazil nuts help your body is by reducing inflammation as well as supporting your immunity in your body. So yes, Brazil nut can lower the inflammation because they act as an antioxidant in your body, as well as it reduces inflammation in the body so that it can support the thyroid hormone production as well as reduces inflammation in the thyroid gland so the thyroid gland can function better. Brazil nuts are also source of good fats. Now good fats also support the thyroid health, and our body most of the time do not have enough good fats, especially if you are a vegan or a vegetarian. So again, Brazil nuts can support you all those good fats that your thyroid needs and again support the thyroid functioning. The last benefit of Brazil nut is for skin health. Yes, Brazil nut can support your skin health. First of all, it does have vitamin E into it, which is good for your skin. The second of all, it prevents the free radical damage, which is happening in the skin because of the deficiency of thyroid hormone. And Brazil nuts can prevent the damage from happening. And that's the reason people see an improvement in their skin health when they're consuming Brazil nuts. So you see, these are all the benefits of Brazil nuts that you should be knowing about today so you can support your thyroid health. But what is the right way of taking Brazil nuts or eating Brazil nuts? So let's talk about some of the ways you can incorporate Brazil nuts in your daily life. So first of all, with every nut that I recommend taking, and Brazil nuts including, you have to soak them overnight. to get the maximum benefit. Now, Brazil nuts have some amount of phytic acid in them, which can prevent the absorption of all the nutrients from your gut. So that's the reason if you soak them overnight, then that's the best way of consuming it. But because Brazil nuts have very less amount of phytic acid, if you eat them raw also, then also it is fine and it is very well tolerated. So some of the ways, I recommend taking Brazil nuts is that as soon as you wake up in the morning, maybe you eat 1 or 2 Brazil nuts raw, or if you have soaked them overnight, you can eat them in the morning too. The second way is that you include them as a toppings on your salad. You can grate these Brazil nuts and then you can put them on your salad as toppings, and that improves the crunchiness as well as the taste profile of your salads, and you get good fats as well as all the benefits of Brazil nuts. You can also include Brazil nuts for baking. Yes, Brazil nuts can be a part of your baking, especially if you're making some cookies, some muffins, or your own bread, and that can give you a little bit different twist of Brazil nut and the taste profile. You can also make nut butters from Brazil nuts because they do have good oils in them. So that's the reason they can be converted into the nut butters for your easy snacking purposes. So these are all the ways that you can incorporate Brazil nuts in your daily routine that will be helpful. Now let's talk about some precautions that you need to pay attention to, especially if you're eating Brazil nuts. Now, because Brazil nuts are high in selenium, a lot of people are consuming too many Brazil nuts, and people can get toxic on selenium if you're eating too many of them. Now, the problem is that it is very difficult to know how much selenium is there in each and Brazil nuts because now there are so many different varieties. But generally, the range of Brazil nut selenium content is between 60 to 90 micrograms of selenium. And anywhere, if you're taking more than 200-300 micrograms of selenium a day, then your body can get toxic. Now, what are the typical symptoms of selenium toxicity? Now, the problem is that we do not have specific symptoms, but some of the symptoms are that you can have diarrhea issues, you can have stomach upset, you can feel nausea, you can feel vomiting, you can feel heartburn symptoms. And then another symptom is that sometimes people have bad breath, or sometimes what they call that garlicky breath. That is a sign of a symptom which we call as selenium toxicity. So you see, if you have any of these symptoms, it is very important to consult your doctor immediately, and always recommend before you start taking anything for improving your health, you should consult your health provider before you do so. So I hope you like this video, and now you know how Brazil nuts are so important for your thyroid health and what is the right way of consuming Brazil nuts. Please like and subscribe to my channel if you like this video so we can share more content with you. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.